Hey, what's up? This is Chef Noel Cunningham, your Jamaican chef. Welcome to What's Cooking with Chef Noel, the podcast that dishes on the food and beverage industry and the entrepreneurial spirit and everything relevant to being a chef. If you love to cook or eat, this is the show for you. What's Cooking with Chef Noel? Witty, real, and informative. One of the questions I get asked a lot is how to become a successful chef. Then I would ask, what is your definition of a successful chef? And the answer would be a chef that is famous around TV. As a chef who has been on several television shows in Jamaica, Canada, and the US, I must say it feels really good to be recognized for your work or teach others what you know. But that wasn't my primary aim when I started my culinary journey. And this is our topic this week. You don't become a chef to become famous. We do it for the love, we not do it for the likes. Cause we not love likes, no. So every time I rise, we do it for the love, we not do it for the likes. Culinary arts is one of the longest industries around. Remember the stories in the Bible where Jesus turned the water into wine and also multiplied the 2 fish and the 5 loaves? Yes, man, so culinary are going on a long time. And maybe Jesus was the first chef, master chef, top chef, big him up, yes. And sometimes that's what we as chef gotta do in the kitchen. We gotta multiply things, make it work, stretch the gravy, stretch the sauce, and make things work. So it's no different. Culinary arts, in which culinary means related to cooking, is the heart of the preparation, cooking and presentation of food, usually in the form of a meal done by a culinary artist, better known as a chef. And to be considered a chef or even an executive chef, you need years of training and experience to learn the foundation of the art in order to understand how and why and when and all of these stuff. A chef is more than just cooking or, preparing good tasting food or plating beautiful dishes. As a chef, you are expected to think like a scientist, organize like an accountant, inspire and motivate like a warrior, move like a track star, and also plate like an artist. But most of all, you must be able to cook like a grandma. Sounds like a lot, eh? Yeah, it is a lot being a chef, and that is our topic this week. You don't become a chef to become famous. And joining me on the phone line is my good friend, my brother, Chef Alex. Ali!
Hey, what's up, man?
Why pray?
I'm here.
Yes, man. So we're talking about... bro. Yes, man. So we're talking about you don't become a chef to become famous. And you have been cooking for a long time, right? And
Yeah.
And then you're one of those, I want to say young, because you're no longer young, Jamaican chefs, that's doing it big on the scene, TVJ, CVM, Observer, Gleaner, and also recently cook for, Tommy Chin and Wayne Marshall and In the World big videos. So you had your team, right? Man. So
Yeah.
What inspired you to really become a chef?
Well, I mean, growing up as a youth, my father always play around in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
And he was very creative, But his risk-taking with us, with our dinner, kind of was hilarious. So, that kind of put me to a place where you start to know that, that's a journey. And then I started to think about it. And then I remember in 7th grade, my teacher told me that you have to choose a career from now.
Mm-hmm.
So at that point, I was thinking around and, I said I'll become a chef, So growing from there, I never really know how intense how wide the industry was, because I grew up in Oklahoma where it was just KFC, TSAs, and some cook shop.
Yeah.
So I didn't know. Actually, the first time I saw someone in a chef jacket, it was like seeing Jesus coming from heaven.
Yeah.
I asked the guy 24. I was asking the guy so much question. This was when I was a handyman at Tastes.
Yeah.
And the butcher wear a chef jacket one day to work. And I asked the man so much question. The man basically start to get annoyed. Like, nigga, it's just a jacket. Like, it's a jacket.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But I was so amazed because I didn't know, like, how accessible were they. I was kind of lost to the world, you know?
Yeah, novice,
However, I enabled to run away with the heart, and then, you know, you start working in hotels and a lot of places, and you start seeing it now on a bigger scale, you know, and I worked at Royal Plantation, which was, at the time, the creme de la creme.
Yeah.
You know, and I worked with Gian Stewart, where he opened my eyes to how creative it can really be, you know, and that's where the passion really started. First, it was just a choice.
Yeah.
But, see, you know, diverse and how wide the industry is.
Yeah.
And the level of creativity and the level of beauties, the level of artistic that you can put on a plate. That opens your eyes, you know, and you start to get more interested and more eager to learn.
Yeah. All right. So you mentioned the chef jacket, which is a very important one, right? So a lot of people believe that, you know, putting on a chef jacket makes you a chef. And yeah, man, I have on a chef jacket and I just can cook some food. Especially most Jamaicans who believe, say, them granny can cook, so them automatically can cook. And by me putting on a jacket, you know, me a chef. What's your take on that?
Yeah, I mean, my take, I mean, it's a two-sided take for me.
Yeah.
Right? It's good for persons to have dreams to be a chef.
Yeah.
You know, and I believe that if you want to be something, you have to put yourself in a position.
Yeah.
But that doesn't give you the right to go and call yourself a chef. And you haven't reached there as yet.
Yeah.
You know? You can wear a jacket and feel proud about it because, you know, that's one of my aim and goal for the industry.
Yeah.
If a person to have the dream of being a chef just as bad as they want to be a pilot or a doctor or an astronaut.
Yeah.
You know? But for the most part, I see a lot of persons now putting on a jacket and calling themselves a chef. On the next angle, it depletes the industry.
And some celebrity chef, you know, celebrity chef.
Yeah. It depletes the industry, whereas whenever they are put up to the task to deliver, right, it makes me now as a professional. It makes someone have doubt in me now as a professional chef, as a certified chef, right? So I mean, I disagree if somebody sells themselves as a chef when really and truly you haven't really take that professional step. I mean, it's good for you to be self-taught, but at the end of the day, if you really, really claim that you love something, I think you should take a professional step towards it.
Yeah, and I'm happy you mentioned that, you know, because last week episode when I did stop putting chefs on the back burner, and I mentioned the level of training that chefs, you know, has to go through, like a doctor, lawyer, same way. And because back then in the days, nobody wanted their kids to become a chef because chef are just, you know, some cooks and people who can't read and people who are not educated. But now it's really becoming a profession. So there are many levels of schooling to it, just like you did. So you did the CIA, and you're what, a pro chef? You're a
pro chef level 3. That's aligned with the executive chef.
That's aligned, So you're basically a certified executive chef then.
Basically,
yeah. So, and that's how many years of schooling is that? How many years of?
That's about
2.5,
6 to 7 years.
6, including
I mean, to start from level 1 in runaway
6 years,
and grow up to level 2. You know.
Yeah.
And I mean, I would say 7 years.
7 years, with experience at the same time, just like a lawyer go for a couple of years and all these people.
Yeah, definitely.
You know? So, and then you find out when these people come in the industry, you know, it kind of boils it down a little. It's not the same
because
you go all this way. Them just come in and them do them thing. Them undercharge people. When you go now and you charge them, say, boy, Alex, I charge too much. But Alex, have the education, the experience, the know-how. Because it's one way for just go on YouTube and Google, get some ideas. Yeah.
So the thing about it, right? The thing about it, the very big difference is when I'm planning a dish for a guest or persons, I think about a lot of factors. I think about the health side of it.
Yeah.
I think about the crunch factor, the different mouthfeel, the different impacts, the different flavor profile, the different enzyme reaction of the food and how it reacts to the body and stuff like that. So I'm planning a menu and all of that is going through my brain. Even to just planning a dish.
Yeah.
There is certain key fundamentals like you can cut a onion 3 different way and it has 3 different tastes.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the same onion, but the angle at which you cut it release a specific enzyme,
Yeah.
And that is what is missing. So I mean, a man is self-taught and feel like it's not important to go to school, but it's important to understand every single detail of the industry.
Yeah.
So in that way, when you're planning a menu, it can be perfectly executed.
Yeah.
The hit and miss type of behavior is depleting the industry.
Yeah.
And whenever somebody asks me to write a menu for them, and I will say, all right, it will cost this, right? Versus a next man is like, I'm gonna just do some out of instinct.
Yeah.
I'm gonna actually go through and say, well then I need to test the flavor profile of this and or I need to do an experiment, like how does this hold up?
Yeah.
Let's say you have a restaurant in a AC area. Right? I would have to experiment and see how this type of soup can maintain the heat.
The waiting time.
To manage the AC. Yeah. A lot of factors I'm going to take into place. Whilst on the next end, the next chef will just say, yeah man, just put this funny car, people like it, and at the end of the day, the restaurant is always going to have a backlash of, the soup is nice, but it's always cold. Whilst instead of using a broth, I will use a more cream soup because the cream soup can hold heat more longer, So there are certain critical factors you have to think about planning a menu, and that is why professionalism is very important.
Yeah.
Now, with our customers not understanding how detailed a professional has to go.
Yeah.
They now see 2 chefs, one train, one not train. Take the one not train because he's probably cheaper.
Yeah.
And then left with a bad taste in their mouth. Yeah. And now they're kind of picky as to, I'm going to take the trained chef now, but is he going to do me the same?
Yeah. Yeah.
And it depletes the character of the industry.
Yeah.
Because I have done consultation for a lot of restaurants, and restaurant tours will say to me, I think I need a kitchen manager because I'm an executive chef. I know if manage a kitchen. I say, because you did hire an executive chef.
Yeah.
You understand me? You hired a cook.
Yeah.
So that person probably can cook a dish.
But big difference.
He cannot manage, he cannot understand the dynamics of, even the layout of the kitchen,
staffing, scheduling staff, the conflict, customer service.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And a big part of being an executive chef, like currently as executive chef, we are studying psychological behavior of our staff, so I mean, it's so detailed. The industry is more than just cooking a fancy plate of food or cooking a nice dish, it's such a wide variety of things that we have to factor in.
Yeah. So in terms of, let's talk about fame now, because we see, because for me, in 2000, I think my aunt introduced me to Food Network and I saw Bobby Flay, Rachel Ray, Pauladine. I always mention these guys, right? And my eyes open up. Okay, cooking is just more than pot and pan. You can actually become a food personality, a food stylist, food writer, blogger, you name it. The industry is wide. Like even you said,
a food lawyer.
Food lawyer, just like you said earlier, hospitality lawyer. So then now, for me now, when I came in the industry, all I wanted was just the experience, then to own my restaurant. And then now, I just get caught up seeing we in the industry. But I started doing, media like TVJ, Observer, all of them, till I'm here now in Canada doing the same thing. Same thing for you. There are young chefs who would see us and say, look, I want to be like those guys. But I think all they want or they feel for is just to be on TV, the fame. And I also know on social media, see some young guys who that's all them crave. Them not putting the work. It's about media attention.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, I get a lot of DMs daily.
Yeah.
A lot of chefs want to, I will want to be a celebrity chef like you. So I'm saying, I'm not a celebrity chef. Yeah. I'm a chef.
Yeah.
However, it attracts person.
Yeah.
My heart display and persons get interested and follow me. It's not about the show.
Yeah.
So I mean, and this is so often, like very often,
Yeah.
And they outright say, I want to be a celebrity chef like you. So I'm saying, what about being a chef?
Yeah.
I mean, if you're going to be anything in the industry, you have to start with understanding and the basic. You have to have that love for the food.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to aspire will come afterwards. But I realize a lot of young chefs are persons who are new to the industry. They are more about the fame.
Yeah.
They are more about the media and the hype and and when real situation that requires what you have been selling, the false product that you have been selling, come up to you, it's like you can't stand up, and that's where you deplete the industry.
And then I think there's a big breakdown now in terms of the media producers and some brand managers, because I was watching Smile Jamaica and I saw this person went on, he's not a chef, went on and was doing a crackers omelette, and soak the crackers in water and then put it in the middle of the omelette, and up to now the omelette don't set. And if you're a trained person, you'd study egg cookery and you'd understand how egg work and some stuff to do and stuff not to do. And my thing is, when a tourist now they want hotel and I watch TVJ and see a Jamaican chef on TV doing those foolishness, you know what happened? They might say, oh, Jamaican chefs this, Jamaican chef that. They're not gonna say, Sam Brown. And that's just my problem.
It's a poor representation.
Yeah.
And the thing is, everybody is now called chef. It's not like you have some persons who come out and say, I'm a cook.
Yeah.
And I always respect those persons because at least you're honest.
Yeah.
The thing is, don't go to TVJ or CVM and tell them that, hey, I'm chef this and I like to do a show, and then you go there and you do something like that, because I mean, it's good to be creative and it's good to try new stuff, but there are still rules that, I mean, a beautiful water crackers is because of the crunch.
Yeah.
So why destroy the crunch? Why destroy the main purpose of the water crackers? It's like, you understand me? It's like you get a Bugatti and you put it on a taxi route and make it around half a tree to Mountain View.
I like that analogy shot.
Yeah, so it's like these stuff keep on creating a bad impression for real professionals, and I think this kind of stagnant the growth of Jamaican food diversity in terms of we have good flavor profile, but the acceptance of modern style of cooking and modern technique is not such a big thing, because I mean, we are playing around with the wrong stuff.
Yeah.
Playing around with water crackers in in a omelette or an egg. It's like kids play. It's like, it's like a daycare cooking class.
Yeah.
Playing around, it's Dolly House.
Do you believe that a lot of chefs will get depressed because, of fame, because they feel that they're not successful because they're not on TV or in the paper, them not get the 100K followers on Facebook or Instagram? Do you feel that happen?
Yes, because at the end of the day, when you know that you're a professional chef and you are missing out on job opportunities because you don't have followings and you don't have social media status.
Yeah.
I mean, you feel like, why did I waste my time go to school?
Yeah.
Why did I,
Yeah.
And this deplete the industry, I mean, so much persons now are hiring based on their social media status.
True. I said the same thing.
It's like a certificate now. It's like you left school with instead of a degree, you left with a social media status, and that carry to the end of the world.
Always influence.
That's the impression that is being created. I mean, a lot of restaurants opening now and they're asking me to, hey, I need somebody who can pull a crowd or, why you don't build a core for the restaurant? Because listen, when that person's left your restaurant is not gonna, I mean, while it's good, but sometimes it's bad as well, especially if you don't get the right person, the right professional. I mean, back to what you were saying, the core of this is that young chefs need to realize that, hey, listen, focus on mastering your craft.
Yeah.
And anything else you want to aspire will come afterwards. But mastering the craft has to be first.
Yeah.
You have to trust the process. You have to do the time. When I was 25, I got a supervisor position. Because I was fresh from Senton and stuff like that. I had great knowledge on food.
Yeah.
Right? But I turned it down because I wasn't ready to manage manage persons. Like, I wasn't ready for that. I wanted to learn more.
Yeah.
And I find that a lot of young chefs is not doing that. They just want to jump.
But the thing is, I was gonna even mention that a lot of these chefs that we see, like, Bobby Flay, Gordon Ramsay, all of these guys, even Gordon Ramsay, he's not professionally trained, in a school. What Gordon Ramsay studied, was hotel and restaurant management. But Gordon Ramsay, he has years of experience, I think, under what? Marco Pierre White, right? In France and all over and wherever.
No,
so,
you see the thing. The thing is right. But then, working under a very good chef was sufficient.
Yeah, was sufficient. Yeah, man. Yeah.
And I mean, even now, if you work with a very good chef, it is sufficient. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, the thing about that is that you're working under a professional.
Yeah, you must.
The thing is, every student need a master. Or every master need an apprentice.
Yeah.
Right? And if you find a good, because that is why archers focus on the practical and the theory as well.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, right, the school is one way of showing that, listen, I am serious about this. I am committed to this.
Yeah.
That's one way of showing it. The dedication, if I'm going to dedicate 10 years as an apprentice, that's the next way of showing it.
Yeah.
I'm going to be an apprentice and study the craft. I'm going to master it. I'm going to, even at the level that I am at now, I'm still craving to do more research. I'm still craving to find more schools because I want that development. I want to be, I just yearning that type of development.
Yeah, because there's always room for growth. Because as I was saying like earlier, these guys, they spend like 20, 30, 40 years developing their craft to be where they're at now.
Yeah.
So we see Bobby Flay, we see these guys, I would say, yo, want to be like them. But they have spent years developing their craft. Like for you and I, you're in this industry for what, 12 years now? I'm in it for 11 years. since 2000 8, 12 years thereabout, and we still have like a next 12 years to really master.
Yeah, definitely.
To really master the industry, because we're on the road, but there's a long way to go.
I mean, I still have mad respect for chefs like Carl Thomas, Chronixx Stewart,
Yeah, man.
There's a lot of chefs I have respect for because they have paved the way, they have lead us in the right direction,
Yeah, man.
I mean, and we didn't like them because of their status.
Yeah.
We like them because of their leadership and their skills. And
you say we, you.
No, like in terms of me, you, other persons who is now currently trying to mold the younger ones that's freshly coming in and stuff like that,
Man. Yeah.
We like them because of their level of knowledge.
I thought they said we never liked them. I said, oh, weird.
No, man, we like them.
We like them. Oh, yeah, man. Because in a person like Chronixx Stewart was more of, education. He was more towards,
definitely
soft skills.
He teach us about the soft skills,
How to go to an interview and certain stuff like that.
Yeah, and I mean, these are stuff that these persons coming in the industry are not seeing.
Yeah.
It's more than just, all right. Once upon a time, I worked at a sports bar, and this guy begged me, hey, I want to be like you. I want to learn under your wings, and I believe I want to give everybody a chance or a fair opportunity, And this guy come and me teach him how to make a pasta dish and put him on the pasta station. Like, this guy's just making pasta. It was just some basic pasta, Alfredo and tomato. But Jamaicans love that type of stuff, so it's a fast station.
Yeah.
Right? And I mean, the guys learned to flip, and that was it. He's showing the towel. He's on the top of the world now. And I'm like, nigga.
Yeah.
That's like the easiest pasta in the book.
Yeah.
Like, even in Italy, that's not really a big grade of pasta.
No.
Like, there's so much diversity to pasta that is not yet unleashed.
And building it from scratch. And from scratch as well.
There's just so much diversity on pasta that is not yet unraveled to the Jamaican scene.
Oh, yeah, we just like Alfredo.
Yeah, we just know it's Alfredo or tomato pasta. We infuse the two sauce and that's it.
Yeah.
You get me? I say, and the guy feel him reach. We could talk to him again, and mark you. This was a guy who begged me, let me come learn.
Yeah.
Let me come do this. And he's on top of the world. And me left the place and him take on the button, say him the executive chef now. And remember, all this guy know how to do was to flip pasta.
Mm-hmm.
And within 2-3 months, he crashed. He went in depression, drinking, smoking, gambling,
Yeah.
And the owners are just as silly. Like, how do you put somebody in position that has no certification? No, nothing. Like,
for the owners, it's different, because all they want is just someone to just run the place or someone who them think. They don't know. They don't understand most of the time.
They don't understand.
They don't understand. That's true. But when you as a professional come now and say, look, I'm going to charge this money, them don't want to pay it at 1. 2, they don't appreciate sometimes the professionals because they just want some food to just cook and go out. As I mentioned in episode 2, right? That in France, it's when you're a chef, they give you the same respect and treatment like you're a doctor or a lawyer.
Yeah, definitely.
But for us now in the Caribbean, it's like we still not recognize it yet. We still not give the chefs no credit. Certain way.
No, all right. To be honest,
Yeah.
I have been taught, right?
Yeah.
Because I trained with the Culinary Institution of America. I did a joint program with the Runaway Bay Heart.
Mm-hmm.
And the master chef teach us to be the leader of the entire establishment.
Yeah.
So they teach us that, listen, like my master chef from a final exam told me that, listen, I fire 5 general manager a general manager eat a dinner roll and I fire him, just as I would fire a staff. You know, so the rest of the world is in that mindset where the chef is the core of the business because typically everything is on his shoulder. I always tell people the chefs can carry the food to the table, but cannot serve or cook a meal. You know, the executive chef can plan a menu and execute it. Can the food and beverage manager, the general manager does it the way the chef would do it, like, you know, to manage the heat, the pressure. I mean,
in Canada, some hotel, they don't give no respect to the chefs, like, because I was working at this place, right, and they were changing the menu. So I went in the sun, then I saw the new menu. I said to the chef, you know, how do you do this? What? He said, I don't know. I didn't do the menu. I said, because I was new there, right? I said, who did the menu? He said the food and beverage manager. And the food and beverage manager does the menu. But yet still these guys can't cook. They might just go to Google or they might see something popular and they put it on a menu. And when you look at the menu, there's no diversity. There's no difference because they don't have the knowledge.
That is so wrong. That is so wrong because guess what? The importance of a chef to know that, listen, based on the structure of the kitchen, the fryer is close to the sandwich station, so I can put fry stuff and I can put sandwich stuff, and that's one person operating one station. You know? However, the food and beverage manager is just going to write a menu based on things that you probably think would sell. You know, are popular and not knowing how much implications are, how the, you know, the structure of the kitchen, how
the level of the
staff it's going to get done.
Or the level of the staff, the training
is
that
the staff capable to prep sufficient. You know,
but
so
also
there is so much.
But even also turnaround time. You know, what if the restaurant gets busy? Can we turn around this? Can we do all these dishes in time to get them out fresh? You know, there's a lot. There's a lot goes in it.
So you were going to put a fresh made ravioli as an appetizer, as a food and beverage manager because it sounds elegant. But at the end of the day, can my staff produce 500 of this if a rush of 500 people come in or 30 person come in, you know? What is plan B, you know? So the chefs, because there's so much imposter or impersonator, restaurant owners just make who can get the job done. And this is why it's so important for a chef coming up in the industry to study, to get the right procedures in place so that we can now represent, you know, we can now create more standards.
I like that.
You know, so whenever a chef go to a restaurant and I am going there after him, let's say you move on to a next, and I am going there, I can go now with a high hat to fill because of the reputation that he has left behind.
And it can
grow. When I go there and say, all right, I want $10, they are comfortable to pay me that because they know the value of what the last chef has done. You know, versus them are gonna be like, boy, you know, I've talked to a lot of restaurant tours, and they're like currently they're like, we don't want no positioning in my kitchen. We just want someone to cook.
Yeah, man, I see it.
And they don't want no position because people go there and sell them for a dream, and it creates a lot of trust issue. And then in the long run, they see one come, oh, I need a kitchen manager because my equipment them are run down, my equipment them are damaged. The inventory not managing properly.
There's no title.
People just use ingredients, you know? And there is so much. I mean, an executive chef can know that the stove needs for service now every 3 months. There's so much procedures that an executive chef should be responsible for. You know, and then on the next end, you have the restaurateur hiring the executive chef and say, oh, we don't see the man I do no cooking, I just paperwork him I do, I just management him I do. You know, whilst at the end of the day, they don't see the vital the importance of the
Ordering the
chef
goods and
managing,
inventory and costing and budgeting and it's a lot of
managing costing, managing money budgets,
yeah, man.
managing the property.
Yeah.
You know, and when a man is cooking, if you have the executive chef a cook, him not able to see the man with a thief.
Mm-hmm.
Him not able to see nothing because I'm busy a cook.
Yeah, because even here in Canada, they will tell you that they want a executive chef or a kitchen manager. They call it mostly kitchen manager. And when you go, they will tell you that this is a working position. So one, you must be ordering goods, you must be receiving goods, you must be doing a schedule or sometimes not really payroll much, but of course you have to send around the schedule. But then now you must also be on the line. You're on the schedule now, like you have a shift. So, and I'm like,
oh, okay.
You have a shift, man. You have the breakfast, you have the lunch, or you have the dinner, or the staff expect you to be, on it. And I'm like, yo, there's a big breakdown. There's a big breakdown.
Yeah, big breakdown. Breakdown. And I mean, the thing is, we have to unite and stand. Mm-hmm. We know the right thing. We have to stand for it. Yeah. Because, and that's the next thing, right? The professional chefs will stand because we know the right thing.
Yeah.
But the man them with us, the fake, the imposters them, will just do it. And then 6 months later, them crash. And the person just replace them. And the same person just crash and crash and crash. And, it break down the industry.
My only concern
both for the restaurateur and both for the chefs.
My only concern is, as it relates to you don't become a chef to become famous. It's the whole thing that, but as I said earlier, back then people didn't see chefs as professionals. They see them as just some cooks with no education, whatever, and them are the one thing, skill. And over the years, for the past couple of years, I would say 20 years or more, from Chronixx Stewart time and Janet Diane, those people time studying the craft, especially in Jamaica. I'm talking about Jamaica mostly. 20 years or so back or more, a little more. My thing is I don't want other young people to see that, I don't need to go to school. All I need to do is cook some food, take picture, post on Instagram, then CB employ me, Best Dress employ me, Appleton employ me, and then I do them thing and then go at TVJ, them go on the pay. Then the industry break down because guess what? It become hype over substance, and substance will always remain when hype fade. Because hype will fade, but the substance, your education, they can't take it away from you. Your knowledge, they can't take it away from you. So, cooking is just more, being a chef is just more than just cooking, costing, budgeting, inventory, psychology, as I said earlier, everything. So, yeah, man.
There's a lot to the table.
Yeah, man, there's a lot.
I mean, all right. For me, you have some persons who are just celebrity.
Yeah.
Right? They're good for the show and the representation, I mean, that's good.
There must be a balance, though. There must be a balance. There must be a balance.
It showcases what's going on, so they can be that. But at the end of the day, I mean, I know those persons, they build a background, they build a core, they build a stepping block.
Yeah.
But they didn't enter the industry for that purpose. Mm-hmm. I mean, they entered the industry for the learning, the love, and then they realize that there is an next avenue for it.
Yeah.
So a lot of persons just think it's that easy, and them come in and them do it 2 times and then they're like, in other words, bamboo fire.
Yeah, man. Out.
They just a minute and then,
Yeah, man.
Out. But my growth about it is the constant lie. It's a lie.
Yeah.
I mean, the lie. You come and you sell this product and the product is not tangible. Like, it's not real.
And they just mention some flavors sometime like a red wine, whatever, oxtail or saffron this. And you don't see or those flavors don't even agree.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So, I mean, and then a lot of persons support it because I'm kind of a friend this. Instead of to tell a friend the truth, say, that no sense.
Yeah, man.
You know, there's so much been happening, and you know, it's not right. But I mean,
I guess it's working for
we
them.
have to stand up.
Yeah, and
we have to stand up. I mean, it will only work for a while.
Yeah.
You know, it only can get them this far. And then so the race is not for the swift, but who can endure.
Alrighty, so we'll just leave that there for now. So what's next for you? What are you working on? What are your projects that you're on?
Well, currently, I decided no longer to work in any. You know, I'm aiming for my own styles now. Yeah. So I do consultation, but no longer full time.
In any hotel or anywhere, yeah.
Yeah. You know, I'm aiming for my own styles. I mean, I'm learning now the business side of the industry.
Yeah.
You know, so that's the direction going forward, along with still mastering what I love.
Yeah.
You know, so that I can. But my aim right now is to elevate the industry.
Yeah.
You know.
You need whole heap of work.
You know, put Jamaican food on a different level.
Yeah.
You know, make people see it more than just a gizzard where a man sell at the roadside. Yeah. It can now add some value to it, you know, because I mean, typical countries like France and Italy are just simple stuff. Them just own it and then just represent their stuff.
I always say that, yeah.
You know, and it's known across the world. You know, so much persons now love Jamaican food, the flavor. You know, but now we need to show the world so we can match up.
Yeah, and we have more than just jerk and oxtail and curry goat. Yeah.
You know, so currently starting a movement in elevating Jamaican food.
Yeah.
You know, other chefs have started before, just continuing it.
Yeah.
You know, you have chef like Colin Brown, who has always put Jamaican food at that forefront.
Yeah.
You know, so we're just trying to take the button and keep moving with it, you know. And my dream is always to inspire the uninspired, you know.
Yeah.
But we want to inspire people in the right way. You know, so a lot of young chefs, it's not done, you know, a lot of young chefs eat it because we tell them, say, oh, listen, you don't love food, you love hype.
Yeah.
You know? But we not here for nobody still. We still want to inspire.
True.
But we have to inspire in the right way. You understand me?
Yeah. You have to be the example, be the change you want to see, you know? So
yeah.
Lead by example.
So if you tell a man, say, oh, listen, you have to decide, like, I've worked with female chefs as well, and they say, oh, they post a sexy picture, you know, post yourself in a chef bracket.
Yeah.
You know, and them take offense to that.
Yeah.
You know, and them change, you know, but them still have you up to say, well, yo.
I'm going to do a topic on that, but, you know, in terms of female chef, you know, not getting to the top and what are some of the problems, and I'm going to do a topic on that coming up. I'll talk with, Simone, Chef Simone, and a few other females chef who are doing good, or maybe Jackie Tyson and those ladies who have older position as top females Jamaican chef. Yeah, I want to know why.
I represent female. I mean, I love when female is aggressive in the kitchen.
Yeah.
But some of them come in the kitchen and sell sex. You know, sexy pants.
And then the whole Me Too movement is the next thing and drama.
I mean, be what you want to be outside of work. I have two personalities.
Yeah.
When I'm in the kitchen, I'm a professional. When I'm in my jacket, I'm a professional.
Yeah.
But outside of work, I'm a jovial, fun person, love to laugh.
Yeah.
You know?
But they don't understand the
good vibes.
Yeah.
But once I'm in my jacket, I'm a different person.
Yeah. Yes, man. So,
you know, so
thanks, bro, for passing through and, you know, blessing the place with some knowledge.
Yeah, man, anytime.
Yeah, man, just keep pushing and do your thing. Alrighty, and there you have it. We'll end the show right there for this week, and thank you for listening, and thanks to my brother Chef Alex the Great for joining. And remember to check us out on Instagram at What's Cooking with Chef Noel, and you can also follow Chef Alex the Great on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. So until next time, see ya.